This is David Mehmet of Lottodds. It is January 10th, 2007, 2016. Um, I have uh, received a message from one of my members asking me what was my prediction for the Powerball. First of all, it is almost impossible to give a prediction for Powerball. What you can do is improve your odds of winning and choosing much better numbers that have a higher chance of winning. There are just too many numbers in Powerball to be able really to predict. I mean, look how many millions of people have played and did not win. I'm going to show you methods to improve your odds of winning Powerball. Now, when they tell you that the odds of winning Powerball are 1 to 2 million and something, that's full of crock. That's not true, okay? Because first of all, a lot of people in the combinations that they're talking about, there are combinations that go that start with and end with start with 1, end with 5, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who the hell is going to play that number? Well, that's what the combinations they're counting on. So people who don't play that number have increased the odds significantly, and it is not 1 to 200 million and change. So there's things you can do to improve your odds, and we're going to go through them one by one. Now, first of all, we want to start with looking at the Red Bull. First of all, let me tell you the rules of Powerball. If you don't already know them, I'm sure you do. But anyway, these are black numbers, right? But Powerball calls them white numbers. So the rules changed in about October of 2015. So you have 69 white numbers. Right now I'm going to call them black numbers because they're black in front of me, okay? So anyways, you have 69 black numbers. You have to choose 5 numbers from the 69 numbers. Then you have red numbers they call Powerballs, okay? Powerballs go from 1 to 26. Now, the first thing you should do is you should group these numbers. That's the first thing you should do, because you got 2 sets of numbers. You got the black numbers and you got the red numbers. So you should handle that first. So we're going to deal with the red numbers, which is 1 to 26. I'm going to call them groups. Groups 1 to 26. And when I start my lotto clubs, they're going to be called lotto clubs 1 to 26. Now, how do we reduce these? Now, I just want to let you know, each group, each Powerball here, 1 to 26, have identical combinations of 69. That means whatever number 1 has, the rest have in the black numbers, 69 combinations. So they just repeat. The red changes 1 to 26, and then the black just repeat and repeat and repeat. So we first want to reduce the red numbers. Now, I want you to look at the red numbers, and I want you to see what's been appearing. 13, 17, 10, 22, 20, 25, 10, 6, 22, 1, 13, 9, 2, 21, 21, 6, 5, 18, 15, 17, 7, 10, 2, 11, 19, 1, 1, 9, 4, 17, 5, 5. You see, the majority of them have not been. Where's 26? Where's 25? Where's 24? Where's 23? Those you can immediately eliminate. Okay, they're not showing up. They could show up. They could show up. But the majority of the time, they're not showing up. What are the chances that they will show up next? Very good possibility. Could show up because they haven't showed up at all. But there could be a very good chance they won't show up. So the majority of the winning Powerball numbers have been 20 and under. Okay? Under 20, I should say. You see that? Under 20. You see that? And you could do the research yourself. So the first thing you want to do is reduce the numbers. Say, you're not going to play. Okay, let's look at down here where I put this together. Group number 1. These are rules I call. I have rules 1 to 8 that I'm going to show you how to reduce and improve your odds. So rule 1. Okay, you group. Okay, with the red balls, right? Powerballs. You're going to group the numbers by the Powerballs 1 to 26. But now you're going to reduce it, right? You're only going to play 1 to 20. So the red balls, you're not going to choose any number, any red ball higher than 20. So it's going to be between 1 and 20. You just improved your odds significantly by millions of numbers. Okay, now let's go to rule 2. Ranges. Create number ranges. For example, you have 5 positions, okay? Look, in this first number here, actually, let's take yesterday's winning numbers, 16, 19, 32, 34, 57, and 13, right? Okay, so first position was 16, second 19, third 32, fourth 34, fifth, 57, right? Okay, so look down here in the Word document I prepared. Okay, I have made ranges. You see the first range says 1 to 20, second 10 to 39, third 14 to 48, okay, fourth 20 to 66, and fifth 40 to 69. So let's start with the first one. The first one is 1 to 20. Look at the 16, right? Look at the prior numbers. Now keep in mind, ranges 1 to 20, that this first position number will not hit above 20, that the majority is between 1 and 20 numbers. Okay, so look, 2, 5, 12, 27, 16, 28, then 9, 2, 7, 13, 14, 2, 16, then 37, then 17, 14, 4, 7, 2, 9, 4, then 20, then 30, 48, then 15, 12, 8, 18, 6, 21. You see what I'm saying? The majority of them are under 20. So one of the things you should do is do not choose any numbers higher than 20 for the first position. So your first numbers is going to be between 1 and 20. And then your second position number, reviewed the number patterns, and I chose 10 to 39. But you could choose your own number ranges, just giving you an idea how to reduce numbers. So the second position is 10 to 39. Let's check it out. 19, 11, 6, 36, 40, 38, 30, 10, 14, 10, 27, 18, 6, 29, 47, 40, but then 22, 26, 16, 12, 20, 4, 54, but then 31, 32, 49, but then 20, 27, 30, 26, 39, 31, 29, 17, 7, 3, then 45, 60. You see? You get it? So your second position should be between 10 to 39, the majority are coming out. And then you work on the third position, fourth and fifth. I put it between 14 and 48. You get the idea. Okay, so your numbers that you should pick are between those ranges. So that's another way of reducing the Powerball numbers by millions of combinations. All right, here's another one. Let's go for the third one. Now remove numbers with 3 consecutive digits. 12, 13, 14, right? Or 1, 2, 3. Or 21, 22, 23. Here, look. Show me where there's 3 consecutive numbers like 16, 17, and 18 for the first number. Look, show me. Let's find it. Where's 3 consecutive numbers? Look, where? Let's keep looking. 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 No. Okay, let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. Look, you have 2, 3, but not a 4. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. They don't show up, you see? See how difficult it is to find? So you remove numbers that have 3 consecutive numbers, okay? Now that's another way of reducing millions of numbers, okay? Now, here is another. Let's see here. Here's another rule 4. Remove numbers where both the second and third numbers are even numbers. So this is a pattern I've done, but it gives you an idea what you can do too. All right, so let's go from the beginning. Okay, and then we're looking at second and third numbers are even numbers. Second and third numbers. This is the second, 19 and 32. Okay, you don't want them to be even numbers. You see how it comes out odd and even? Look at this, odd, odd, and look at this, even, odd. Look at this, even, even. Okay, but then even, odd, and look, even, odd. Look, and then even, and then odd, even, odd, and then look here, even. Okay, so what you could do is here you got odd, even, right? You could reduce odd, even, or you could just reduce the odds or the evens, whatever you see fit. Okay, or you could eliminate that rule totally, because the odd even came out, and then an even or odd could come out. Here's another rule. Let's see here. Rule number 4. Remove numbers where both third and fourth numbers are even numbers. And then you could look at the third and fourth number where it's 34 and 57. This is even, odd. Okay, look. And then even, odd. Okay, look. Odd, even, odd. See how it's coming out? All right? So the winner had even odd. An even could come out, but then let's keep looking. Is there an even? How long did it take to get an even out? Look at that. Look at the end number. I don't see when an even came out. That's even odd, even. There's an even right there. It took a while, huh? So maybe you want to reduce the even numbers and not play those. Okay? Let's see. Where's another even? Even odd, odd even, odd even, odd, even odd, odd even odd, even odd, odd even, odd even. That's interesting. Maybe reduce the even numbers too at the end. The third, the fourth and fifth numbers. Okay. Now, let's see. Sixth rule: remove numbers with three identical digits. Okay. And this number here, 16, 24, 42, 54, 55. Look, what's the three digits? What's the digits that are three of them? Three identical digits. It's a 4. 24, 42, 54. 4 is showing up 3 times. Okay, let's go to the chart here, or I should say the website of lottery, Powerball. And let's look at for the digit that comes out 3 times in the number. Okay, look. Do you see a digit that comes out, one digit that comes out 3 times? Look, there's a 1 and a 1. That's only twice. There's a 3 and 3. That's only twice. Anything else? Let's look for a number with 3 identical digits. All right, let's look at it. Not here. Okay, is there one there? Not there either. 2 5s? No, not again. Let's look at here. 2 3s, 2 1s. Okay, not there. Let's look at here. Okay. There, right there. There's 4. There's 3. There's 3 4s. You see? I would remove that. Why? Because it's rare that it ever comes out. Look. Let's keep going. Show me a number where 3 other digits are. Okay? Look. Okay, 2 3s, 5s. No, 2 6s. Let's try it again. Let's see here. Is 3 digits, 3 identical digits? No. 3 identical digits? No. 3 identical digits? Not this one. 2 1s, 2 2s. Okay. How about that one? 3. Here. 1, 2, 3. See? They don't always come out. The majority of them are the ones that don't have 3 identical digits. And the last winners that came out recently did not have identical digits, 3 identical digits. So what are the chances that the next winner will have 3 identical digits? It's very low, so you could reduce that if you want to. So that's an idea for you. Let's go, rule 7, remove numbers starting above 20. All right, let's look at the first position. Okay, and this is, let's see here. The first position, okay. So numbers starting above 20. All right. And this goes against rule number 2 that says pick numbers between 1 and 20, but I want to show you something. Look. You see? This doesn't go against rule. This supports rule 1 to 20. So this is actually just repeating the first number range of this, 1 to 20. So I don't really have to go over this. It's just basically saying to you, look at the first position numbers, 16, 2, 5, 12, 27. You see how the majority of them are under 20? You see that? So you don't need to go, your first number doesn't need to be above 20, okay? Because the majority of them are below 20 that are coming out. Even the recent numbers that came out, look, 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers, 4 past winners were under 20. All right, and then the last number, remove numbers with 3 numbers in the 10s, teens, 20s, 30s, etc. Meaning that, for example, you know, the teens, like you have 1, you have 2, and you have 6. There's not a lot of numbers like that, like this. Look, you see this number here? Let's see is 5 and 6. You won't see an 8 or 9 there again. The next one will jump into teens. It'll be like 15 and then 17 or whatever. And then you won't see a third number in the teens like 18. You won't see like 15, 17, and 19, whatever like that. And the 20s. So you reduce those numbers as well too. You show me which numbers. They're here somewhere. But show me where numbers like, for example, here you see 40. Where's another number in the 40s? Okay, let's see. Let's look at some more numbers. Here, look. See numbers in the 60s? Where's another number in the 60s? Okay, so you can reduce numbers that have three numbers in their group category, like the teens, the 20s, the 10s, the teens, the 20s, the 30s, 60s, whatever. Okay, let's go on. Look. All right, let's keep going. Look. You see that? Look at that. Look at that. Look. Here's the tens. Okay, you don't see another number in that group range from 1 to 10. Okay? Look at this. Hey, look, see? 14, 19. You don't see another group number between 10 and 20, right? All right, see, look. Again, 7, 10, 16. All right, look. Let's keep going. You can keep going. You'll see that. So how many millions of people have selected numbers like 32, 34, and 35, and they already lost before they even started? Okay, anyway, that's pretty much my tip for choosing Powerball numbers. If I was you, now how to bet, I would choose all the groups from 1 to 20, the red balls. And when I say groups, like I said before, 1 to 20, and take like $5 or $2, whatever, and bet in every group. Okay, because remember, the black numbers repeat in every group. The only thing that changes is the red numbers. So between 1 and 20, group 1 and 20, buy a number in each of those groups. Okay, if you're going to buy an identical number in every group, just buy an identical number in every group, but change the red number. That's all. That's how you play it, and incorporate these rules to deduct millions of numbers. Okay, I'm going to be implementing this methodology into an algorithm and putting it into Lottodds so you can have it automatically done for you within a matter of seconds in the future. Okay, I wish you luck, and yes, I will be playing this Wednesday.